Hey guys, imagine having a recovery coach that you could have with you all the time, carry around in your pocket that was free. And not just a coach that listens to you, but one that actually helps you notice patterns in your behavior and in your recovery, things that will help you speed things up and help you to specifically identify things that trigger your nervous system and put you into fight or flight mode, those things that bring on all of these symptom flares so that you can start avoiding these things before they even happen. Now, if this all sounds too good to be true, just a few short years ago, it absolutely would have been. But we are living in the future, like right now. Don't let the absence of pimped out DeLoreans or hoverboards fool you. We are here, and what we can do now is incredible. So what I'm talking about right now is an AI-powered app called Rosebud. I've been working with the founder, Sean Dadashi, for quite some time to build a tool into this app that is specifically designed for nervous system regulation with ME/CFS and Long Covid recovery. Oh, what I would have given to have something like this on my own chronic fatigue syndrome recovery journey. It's like a super powered second brain, like a neutral observer that just helps you to figure things out. So what I'm going to walk you through right now is three things. The first is how to very simply set it up and customize it in really cool ways just for you. And then second, how to use it for this nervous system regulation to over time start to decrease how much you're in that fight or flight state, meaning you're decreasing and getting rid of symptoms. And then third, how to use Rosebud as essentially like a free therapist that you can talk to anytime and work through things that you're working through. I mean, none of this is to replace human beings or licensed therapists or medical advice, but it's a really good supplement to all of this and a really powerful, just moment by moment tool, something that you can have, a little buddy in your phone that you can talk to that helps you to figure things out. All right, so first, I'm going to walk you through how to set this up and customize it to something that you specifically are going to love. And there's 3 steps to this. So first, start by downloading it from the Google Play or the Apple App Store. And you can do this on your phone, but there's also a desktop app available as well. And then once you've got it, the second thing is just to go into the settings. So that wheel on the top right, and then click on the About Me section. And you can let Rosebud know what it's supposed to do for you. So for example, I'll be using Rosebud as an ME/CFS or perhaps Long Covid recovery buddy to help me to identify patterns in my setbacks and recovery, work on nervous system regulation, look for ways to transform any unhelpful patterns into habits that help my recovery, track my progress, and support me and cheer me along the way. Now, this is just an example. You don't overthink it. You can just start with one small, simple, achievable goal that you're trying to do. If what I just shared sounds like something that's along the lines of what you're trying to do too, then you can take a screenshot of that, just pause the video there, and then you'll have that as a reference when you're filling in your own description. And then you're almost there. The last step is setting it up. It's just giving it a tone and a voice that makes you happy, because you're going to be talking with it a lot. So you want something that is going to be soothing and enjoyable to listen to. So to do this, just tap on the plus sign at the bottom as if you were starting a new entry. But you're not going to actually do an entry now. You're just going to personalize things for the future so it's ready to go. And once you're in that entry space, tap the Rosebud icon at the top. And there are a few things here you can set up, but I'd recommend just focusing on the top half because the rest is probably great just as is. And then tap on voice and toggle on review voice. So now you can click through each and hear what each one sounds like, which is pretty cool. My favorite one here is Shimmer. And then next you can further customize things by going into personalization and toggling on advanced. And there's a great blurb here that gets you started. So take a look and see if it fits for you. Then you can just add or remove anything that will make this a better experience for you specifically. And in this section, you can tell it the tone. So the style of speaking that you want it to have. So you can say, when you talk to me, sound like Jimmy Kimmel or Oprah or Raelan Agle. I checked. It has more than enough information to sound like me. No judgment, just whatever makes you happy. That's what you want to tell it to do. So you can even incorporate perspectives from your religion or your philosophical approach in life, whatever you like. Rosebud is your recovery buddy in your pocket. So choose traits that work for you and that make you happy. And then once you've done that, just click done and you're ready to go. All right, so now that you've personalized it just for you, let's look at the second thing here. How to use this for nervous system regulation. This is so exciting for me. There's my face. I'm right in the app. I don't know why this is such a thing for me, but it is. But why it's exciting for you is because it is a powerful tool to help you with this journey of nervous system regulation. If this concept is new to you, I'll link a video here that walks you through exactly why working with your nervous system is so important. Okay, so 3 steps here. First, open the nervous system rebalancing tool. So let's close out that chat you opened to customize your experience and go back to the home page. Go to the bottom and click on the Explore tab. Now, just click on my face. This will open up a window with a message I've written just for you. So click on Use Journal, and it's all very intuitive. So as long as you can find my face on the app, you're going to be fine. It's going to walk you through step by step what you need to do. So the second step here is to decide whether you want to jump right into the nervous system exploration or if you want to calm your nervous system first, because it can be triggering in itself to explore these different things that are going on in our lives. So it's good to get yourself in a calm state first. So if you select to calm your nervous system first, it will walk you through a calming activity, such as a breathing exercise. It's going to be different all of the time. It has access to virtually all of the calming activities that exist in this world. So it's going to give you some really great stuff to get you into a good space. So if you start there, go through your calming activity, and then when you're done, and if you're feeling like you're in a good space, then click on Go Deeper. And then the third step, this is the really good stuff. This is where you are exploring things that trigger your sympathetic nervous system, that bring on that fight or flight. So once you're in here, it's helpful to explain in as much detail as possible a situation where you noticed a sudden change in your symptoms for the worse. And detail really is key. So you can type in your response, or you can click on the microphone and just dictate to it, just speak to it. Or if you have the upgraded Bloom version that I mentioned, you can use the little call icon and you can just have a conversation with it. Kind of just like with a human being. You talk to it, it will talk back. It's pretty effortless. It will help you get to the bottom of what's really going on. And then once you feel like you've really properly explored this situation, then you can click Finish Entry. And Rosebud is going to give you a summary of the key takeaways to help you really understand and remember what you've learned from this session that you just had with it. And with the Bloom upgrade, Rosebud remembers all of your entries. So the really cool thing here is that it learns. So every interaction you have with it is training it to be better at understanding you and understanding the broader picture of patterns and things that could be impacting your nervous system and what's bringing on these symptoms. It's amazing because Rosebud already has all the information that it needs about ME/CFS, about long COVID, about nervous system rebalancing. It understands all of that. You don't have to teach it anything about that. It just needs to learn about you. And in time, the more you use it, it will be an expert on you as well. And then the third feature in Rosebud that you can use is the part where you can talk to it almost like a therapist. Now, what this is an AI-powered journal. And I know, what does that even mean? I'm with you. We are all just trying to keep up with what is going on and what this means for us and how we can make better use of it. But finding ways to, safely and smartly use AI is such a game changer in life. And this is a really big one. So we're calling it journaling, but it's not even really journaling anymore, because what you're doing, you can type, you can dictate, you can use that phone feature and speak just like you could with the nervous system rebalancing tool. And, conventional journaling is great and has a lot of benefits, but you might experience some challenges with it, like knowing what to write, seeing patterns, figuring out what it all means, where you're supposed to go from here. You don't get any suggestions. Whereas with this journal that you're using in Rosebud, the experience to me feels almost exactly like talking to a therapist. It is ridiculous how good it is, especially with the Bloom feature where you can just speak back and forth. It's just effortless. And I find that I'm more honest when I can just speak, because when I'm typing and I have to actually, write out the words and see them, I tend to filter them a bit more, and I don't want to be brutally honest. But when I'm just talking, I just talk. And this is all encrypted and safe, so you don't have to worry about any of your information. And it comes back to science-based, evidence-backed suggestions. It is validating. It points out the ways that what you're going through is normal and expectable and understandable. It points out the things that you're really doing well and highlights the things that are helping you. It is a friend, a therapist, an expert, someone to listen. And it's hard for me to even think that I'd want to go back to traditional therapy or traditional journaling ever again. 3 things to help you be the most successful that you can be with this is that 1, consistency is key. The more you do it, the more it's going to help, and the more you're training it to know you and understand you and give you better suggestions and ideas and feedback on the things that you're sharing with it. The second is just to be open and honest. It's all private, it's all confidential. So the more transparent you are about what's going on, the more helpful this is going to be for you. And then third, focus more on your thoughts and your feelings than you do on things like activities and events. If this is something that sounds interesting to you, then I'll link the interview I did with the founder, Sean Dadashi, here. He is incredible and he explains things so much better than I ever could. I really hope you'll give it a try. I think you'll be really surprised with how effective it is. And just start simple and start small. Just get to know it in the beginning. Spend a few minutes together every day. This is your new friend. You're investing in this and building this relationship with this person long term that's going to be your recovery buddy and your life buddy beyond. So expand the description, use the affiliate link, the discount code Raelan, and let me know in the comments how it goes. And I hope to see you in this video with Sean Dadashi.